Donald Trump Jr. Had another one of his frantic rants about, this time, the border. And I want to take a look at kind of a compilation of multiple moments from this rant and then discuss, because it's actually very important what surrounds what he's saying. Take a look.
We have a crisis. There's a human trafficking crisis. There's a drug trafficking crisis. There's a child trafficking crisis. There's a sex trafficking crisis. And we're all pretending like nothing's going on. It's the border. Now, kind of. He visits El Paso. Not necessarily like the epicenter of the disaster, sort of like borders are Kamala Harris. Like, let's go somewhere hundreds of miles away from the worst of it. And America won't see the carnage. They won't see the disaster. They just move all the...
So he's talking about the Biden border visit, of course.
...illegal immigrants off the streets right before he arrives. And I'm sure within hours of him being gone, they'll open that back up. See it. Hundreds of thousands of new people coming in. Let's just pretend everything is fake with the Democrats. Everything is fake with this administration. And everything is fake with those who enable these kinds of lies to continue. Namely, the mainstream media, big tech, and all of these things.
Okay, so what is so enraging about watching that is he's pretending to care about the issues he listed off that are connected to our southern border and caring about addressing them. But what we understand is the tool of talking about the border for them, it's a tool for them, is used, and we'll get to in a second the solutions that we should be talking about with the border, is used to demonize undocumented immigrants as individuals. I also believe that we shouldn't have undocumented immigration because we have a really good legal immigration process that people will go through. But demonizing, trying to fearmonger about the human beings that are coming across our southern border is a really good political tool for individuals like Don Jr. And so they pretend to care about the issues to do that because it benefits them politically. But when you get down to actual conversations about solutions, they're nowhere to be found. What Don Jr. is not doing is walking through, as we did, the Biden fact sheet that he released, the Biden administration released, outlining what they're going to do to address the border, the logistical challenges we're having with the border, the humanitarian issues we're having with the border. And it's important to say, there is an actual issue. It's not the way that Republicans try to make it out to be or use it in the way that they do, but there's an actual issue with our southern border, and it's been there, that issue, for a while now, and there have been worse points of time. Right now is one of them with those challenges, and that should be taken seriously. And the way that you address those problems is better investing in and enhancing our legal immigration system, and yes, border programs to make sure that the Border Patrol and the facilities that are there for individuals coming across our southern border are able to handle the amount that is occurring. So that the proper investment in these programs is how we address this problem, and making sure building an effective legal immigration system so that we don't have individuals coming across in an undocumented manner because they know they can go through our legal immigration system that has the best interest of the United States and the individuals themselves. And so those are the conversations we should have. Democrats, over the last number of attempts, over the last period of time, have attempted to put forward those types of solutions. And while some of these efforts have been bipartisan, it has been Republicans, a group of them, blocking an action on this front that would address the issue that we're experiencing with us on the border. So the dishonest way that they pretend like they're the ones caring about this, they care about the issues connected to our southern border. They care about fentanyl poisonings, and we've talked about how legal immigration is actually, the legal border checkpoints are actually where the fentanyl is coming across for the most part. But still, all these different issues they pretend to care about, but don't actually want to put forward any real solutions to solve, which is so enraging to watch. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to be a part of what makes this show possible, plus get access to the full video version of the show hours before any of the clips are uploaded to YouTube, plus get a full extra show every single Saturday, you can do so by going to patreon.com/Luke Beasley. That's patreon.com/Luke Beasley, and there's a link in the description.